Hey, it's Christopher Smith here with Relevantly Speaking, and we're in New York City at the headquarters of Ripple6. We're joined here with Rory. Thanks for having us today.
Thank you, Chris. Nice to be here.
So let's set this up by getting a good understanding of what Ripple6 does.
Sure. Ripple6 provides enterprise class social media software and software as a service, actually, to publishers and marketers. And we're really working with a lot of pubs and marketers today to actually help, how do they implement their business strategy in the social media space. So
social media obviously gets a lot of buzz right now. It's kind of, people are trying to figure out how to use it.
Right.
What's the secret sauce that Ripple6 has found and that you're presenting to some of your clients?
Sure. Well, for us, Ripple6 covers social media tools, so probably most commonly known as white label platform, mostly to publishers or marketers that are actually hosting social media on a site. But then we are heavy on the analytics side as well, so actually helping marketers and publishers understand, okay, what's happening in my community? How is content being spread? Who are the influencers on our site? What's most attractive and catching? So beyond, just regular kind of web page analysis like Google Analytics, actually understanding what's happening in the community. And then we take it, so that's really what we consider social media tools. As a company, we also are getting heavy into what we call social marketing and social insights. So now I'm a marketer such as P&G, who we do a lot of work with, and how do I as a marketer engage in that space beyond a banner ad today? So how do I actually get into a two-way conversation and a dialogue with the end user that's there in the community?
So word-of-mouth marketing was a big buzzword last year, and now we've got conversational marketing.
Yes.
So it sounds like what Ripple's doing is tying the metrics, which keep the activity accountable, with some insights into how to actually influence the marketing perspective.
Yeah, very much so. So for an example, I could be a Pampers, and I could start to go, we work with 80 local sites referred to as Moms Like Me through Gannett Corporation. I could, as Pampers, work with Gannett to say, okay, I want to understand who are the most influential moms within the community, whether they have the largest reach or they tend to be most active or invite members in. I can understand who they are and then actually reach out to them, whether it be through a campaign that I'm looking to introduce them to a new product. I could do research within the actual community, which we refer to as social insights. So I could invite them within their natural space to actually, work with me as a company and start talking to me about what's happening.
So what's the biggest, hurdle or roadblock that you find when you're trying to engage new clients, especially in a space that's misunderstood?
It's the biggest hurdle is really just, a lot of times the question comes up where they say, we don't know yet how to get into a two-way conversation in this space. So, they're still learning, okay, where am I welcomed as a marketer in a community space? How do I engage with them? When do they want to talk to me, and how does that work? So, that is part of what we're learning and working from a strategic standpoint with our clients on. And then on the publisher side, because we do work very much on both sides, it's saying, okay, a traditional banner ad isn't going away, but I need to be doing more beyond the banner ad within this space. And so what are the different types of tools? We talk about social marketing that I as a pub can offer. We have a product called Cloud Communities, where the ability that you can engage in a conversation across multiple communities, and as a user, I never leave my home community, but I can have a conversation with all these different users on different properties. Becomes very valuable for a publisher to offer that as a value add to marketers. So just teaching them, how do I monetize this space, and then allowing marketers vehicles for getting involved in the publisher space. And
it sounds like you guys are doing pretty well.
Things are good, knock wood. We are actually just finishing this. I mentioned the Moms Like Me sites. We have 80 sites that we are finishing rolling out next week, which we just did over the past 3 months. So an incredible network of properties there, and have done a lot of work with Meredith Corporation and Procter & Gamble and some of the other CPG companies. So things are good, and we're excited. And I think what excites us most is, the basis, what we've done to date most often has been the enabling of these white label platforms and the social media tools, but where we're going very quickly is getting into social marketing, social insights, which to us is very different from what we've been able to see in this space so far.
Well, you sound like you guys are really busy, and we really appreciate you taking time with us.
Oh, well, thank you very much for giving us the opportunity. Yeah. We appreciate it.
From New York City at the headquarters of Ripple6, I'm Christopher Smith, and we're Relevantly Speaking.